Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Just hanging out in the hammock in the shop, and gonna go over a little bit of the progress I've had with structuring my business entity. Most people would just default to an LLC. I decided that that is probably a very bad idea and have decided to go the S-Corp route for maybe not so obvious reasons, but mostly for tax purposes, so I don't have to pay like 15% for self employment tax and lots of other reasons that I won't go into here. At least I get audited unjustly, you know, that just is bound to happen eventually anyway. And I look forward to it because I seriously plan to follow all the P's and Q's to not let that happen. I still have to write up an articles of incorporation and everything else. I have to decide between preferred and common stock shares, which I probably just do common stock. I don't foresee any actual investors in my company beyond myself anytime soon. That being said, I did decide on probably just doing the base 60,000 shares and at like $100 a share, which technically gives me a $6 million valuation, I do believe. At this point, I am going to do most everything myself, from bookkeeping to being a registered entity and everything else like that, because I am not made of money. Unfortunately, I wish I could hire my own bookkeeper and registered entity and everything else so I did not have to be on public record, sourceable through government websites. But that's okay. I'll just make another company later with all those to purchase the company. And at that point, it won't be a problem. And yeah, that's okay. But yeah, I look very much forward to this next step. It is actually super cheap to incorporate a business entity. You'd be kind of surprised as long as you're not in California. Okay? I don't know why California makes it kind of difficult to do. You'd think there would be huge tax incentives for them not to be so difficult. But, it is what it is. It doesn't make sense to me. Here it's like less than $100 even if you do it all yourself. You will pay substantially more if you hire someone else to do it. And honestly, for the basic stuff of incorporation, you really don't need to do that. It's really simple to do an articles of incorporation and decide how you want to split stocks and everything else. They say YouTube University for a reason. There's plenty of people on here who do that for a living, who are more than happy to share the information with you so you can educate yourself about these things and then go about doing it yourself, okay? And something a lot of you might not know, you can work other jobs and then loan money to your company, and then yeah, then your company has a cash flow and you can deduct it from your own personal taxes at the later date. Another thing though you have to keep in mind, when with the S corp entity, you do have to pay yourself wages. That being said, if your business has no positive net income, you can write a clause in it as the chief executive officer that there has to be so much revenue from the net positive revenue from the company to get paid through the company. And also, you can subdivide it so that you're getting paid a set salary, perhaps, and then so much of it is share-based salaries. Again, I'm not the expert on this. You go look around on YouTube, you'll find the relevant information quite easily, and you can watch anything from a 5-minute video to an hours long video explaining it. But I recommend something in the 30-ish minute range. You get a very good rough idea if it's something you actually want to do, which I would recommend to most people who want to have a business. Don't just do an LLC, because every $100,000 you make from your LLC, which is not a tax entity, okay, a taxable entity, you're gonna save $10,000 in taxes, like right away, like instantly. You will pay $10,000 less in taxes instantly if you file for an S-Corp versus running an LLC and then being a self-employed person through the LLC, where you have to pay self-employment tax, because you don't have to pay self-employment tax with an S-Corp. And there's lots of other benefits that I'm not going to go into in this video for various reasons, mostly liability and things like that. Not that my company is profitable or anything like that. It's really not. It's probably net negative at this point. But anyone that starts a business usually has a debt cycle for so many years. I think the general number, like the average number, is 7 years to actual profitability for most businesses, let alone like startups. You got all the initial costs of equipment and payrolls, and it really just depends on what your company is and what you do in your company. So yeah, no, this is a really, really good, happy moment for me. I have a very good rough idea of the next steps, and hopefully here in the next month or two, I will be able to fully incorporate this business structure and start making moves towards a profitable business. Because that's all we really want, right? We all just want to work for ourselves, not have to deal with somebody who tells us what to do. We like personal anatomy, right? We like our efforts to be paid to us based off what we put in. And I am a particular person who is willing to, I feel, put in far more work than most people, even if it's not my own thing. Even if it's not my own thing, I will give it more than I should. For like what I should, as in probably workaholic, right? Okay. I don't know how to say it, but yeah. Very happy for me, I gotta say, and I cannot wait, because I have so many vast plans beyond this where I will spiderweb and network into several other businesses, hopefully. God willing, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, if you are looking to do the same thing, I would be happy to give you some basic pointers and route you to the right information so you can do it yourself. Like, comment, and subscribe. You leave a comment in the section if you're curious about some of the information that I know. It's all relatively basic, I will say that. But again, I will route you to the relevant information that you need to learn more, to avoid some taxes, man. Like, don't pay more taxes than you have to. Like, I'm not saying that taxes aren't necessary for certain things, but I think that we all believe on some level that our tax money is not spent quite appropriately. And if you are a successful business, you can then translate profits into a 501c3 charity of your choosing anyway, and then you can route your money to things that you think it should go to actually. And that's what I think most people should do. I really do. You care about the roads or the homeless or like public health or whatever else. You have a high level successful business. Then you can create the charity, reduce your taxes even more, and send the money you would otherwise pay in taxes to things that you think it should go to. And again, I have some information on that. I am not doing a video right now on it because we're not there yet. But if you're curious about that, again, you can go ahead and comment, and I can like push you to the relevant information on how to do it. It's actually not that difficult. I know lots of people with 501c3s, and yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, follow along to see how this goes. Like I said, it might be a month or two before I actually file for incorporation, but I'll probably make some lead up videos about the articles of incorporation, how I split my shares, etc., and I would love to have you there to follow along with this business venture of mine. And until then, guys, stay cool, don't get screwed on taxes, and aspire for more. You know, that's what you should really do. Start a business if you can. If you have an idea, just do it. Don't think about it too hard beyond what you have to. Appropriate plan, all strategy. Take it easy.